What is up, guys? James here from the Light of Riga YouTube channel, and in this video we're going to be doing a reading for all my Capricorn sun sign friends. If you were born between the dates of December 22nd and January 19th, then you are a Capricorn sun sign, and this video is for you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the month ahead for the month of July, and we're going to be using the Super 8-Bit Tarot, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. Usually I would shuffle the cards on camera, but I decided to skip that step here, and I really was interested in hearing what you guys have to say about it. Do you like when I shuffle, or do you prefer me getting right into the reading? So I would appreciate some feedback. If you'd put those in the comment section below, let me know what you prefer, and I might start doing this way from now on, depending what you guys say. So I'd appreciate that. This enables us to get right into it, so let's get right into it. We're going to look at these cards individually and then see what they have to say as a whole. And the first card we're going to look at is this one, and it represents the energies of last month. So the energies of June for my Capricorn friends, and we've got the Justice card. Getting some mixed messages here. I think the main thing that I'm getting is that June was a time for things to kind of even out, right? If you believe in karma, this was a time of karma to be leveled. So maybe in the past you've been putting out some negative energy, maybe then in June that kind of caught up with you, or vice versa. If you're putting out some positive energy, then that may have caught up with you. But yeah, the feeling I'm getting is that June was a time for things evening. Perhaps there was some legal issues, not necessarily legal, but maybe some disputes that were kind of resolved. The resolving of disputes, perhaps not necessarily in a courtroom. Maybe this could be an agreement that you had at work or with someone, with a friend or something. So yeah, getting little mixed signals from that, but you probably know which one you pertain to, right? This is a general reading, so it applies to a large group of people. So I encourage you to figure out what these cards mean for you specifically. So let's move on over to this card, which represents the present or current energies. We've got the Seven of Wands. And I'm feeling as though, Capricorn friends, a lot of you are feeling a little bit defensive, like maybe you're being challenged. Again, this could be in work, this could be at home, and you're having to kind of defend yourself. Maybe defend an idea that you've had, or defend your position on something. I feel as though you feel maybe a little bit attacked. Maybe people are against you, is the feeling that you're having at this time, and as a result you're on the defensive, right? That's kind of the natural reaction that we have to being attacked, is go on defense, and that could be causing you some like loss of energy, perhaps. Maybe it's very taxing energetically for you to have to constantly validate who you are and what you stand for. And I don't know, I just feel like maybe this is kind of an exhausting a little bit of an exhausting thing going on at this time. So hopefully it's not too extreme. Let's move on over to this card, which represents the energies of July, and we've got the Tower card. And it seems to me that July is going to bring with it an event that's going to change things. I think change is on the horizon here in July. This card may seem intimidating. I mean, especially in this deck, there's fire and brimstone and people falling from buildings. This card is not necessarily about dramatic cataclysmic events. This is just about sudden change and something happening to kind of shake things up. Something happens suddenly, maybe, and unexpectedly occurring, that's going to shake things up a little bit. So I see a little bit of chaos, and not necessarily in a bad way, but change always brings positivity, whether you realize it or not. Change always is for the better. It just takes a while to see it sometimes, or when we're in the middle of a volcanic eruption, we can't see the creation of islands. What a weird analogy, but you know what I mean. I hope. There's positives in everything, and there's positives in all change, and it's just a matter of perspective on whether or not you can see it. So I think July is going to be testing your perspective a little bit. An event may occur that's going to change things drastically, and how you respond to it is how it will be. Alright, let's move on over here. Another major arcana. This card represents what to hold on to in the month of July. We've got the Chariot. And this card is asking you to keep pushing forward. Like I said, you may feel challenged. You may feel chaotic in your life in July, but this card is suggesting that you keep pushing forward. You know, Capricorns, you guys are the type to always push forward. From the Capricorns I know, to not let many things deter you. And I think this card is saying keep doing that, keep pushing forward, keep moving in the direction that you want to head, even though things around you might seem turbulent or chaotic or hectic or just plain difficult. Keep pushing forward. You have a goal in mind. You have a destination in mind. So keep moving in that direction, and things will be just fine for you in July. So just don't veer from the path, basically, is what I'm trying to say. You're on a path. You know where you want to go. So keep going there. All right, this card represents the biggest hurdle or obstacle you're likely to face in the month of July. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. And I think a lot of you possibly... Again, general reading, but I think a lot of you will have trouble in appreciating everything that you have. When there's chaos, when there's disruption, and we tend to focus on that, and it makes us think of lack. I don't have this, I don't have that. And when you shift your perspective to that, you're kind of creating more of it. You're creating more lack. You're creating more turbulence, because whatever you focus on grows. So I think your biggest hurdle this month is going to be focusing on the positive, focusing on the things that you do have, and being grateful for all those things, and realizing how abundant you already are, realizing that no more abundance needs to come for you to feel totally happy. And that's going to be a challenge, especially when all these outside influences kind of affecting and directing you. You got to stay positive through all that, and just focusing on what you do have and being grateful for it is going to help you get through that phase. All right, this card here represents what to let go of in the month of July. We've got the Page of Cups. Oh yeah, to me this card is saying, those woe is me kind of attitudes and emotions. Things don't work out for me. I'm so sad. Why am I so unlucky? I feel like everyone's out to get me. These kind of emotions need to be cast aside. Okay, these are not the emotions to focus on this month. I think we need to be staying as positive as possible, staying our course, doing what we know is right, following our light instead of following all these little dark downward spirals that surround us. And a way to do that is to control your emotions and to be in charge of your emotions, and not let those subtle little negative emotions get the best of you and drag you down. So stay uplifted, stay positive this month, and don't let those negative emotions control what you do, what you say, what you think, how you feel. You're in charge. You're the boss here. You don't need these fleeting emotions to drag you around. All right, this card here represents the energy of the people around you. And I just want to say, of course, the energy of people around you, people are going to have individual energies, okay? But as this card is talking about the people in your life as a whole. And we've got the Knight of Cups. Speaking of emotion, I think the people in your life are going to be emotional as well. I think they're going to... what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to be expressive with their emotions. They're going to be taking actions based on emotion. They're going to be sharing emotions with you and putting their emotions out there. This could be a positive thing or a negative thing. If they're pushing out their negative emotions, this is obviously going to be a bad thing for you, and these aren't the people you need to be around. If they're pushing out and exposing and showing and sharing their positive emotions, then it could help to uplift you and get you through the hard times. So you're going to have to make that judgment call. Is a particular person sharing negativity, or are they sharing positivity? And I don't think I have to tell you that the people who are sharing negativity should be ignored, and the people sharing positivity should be embraced. And you're going to have to make that judgment call, whichever feels right for you. If you have lunch with a friend and you feel bad after, if you feel drained, then obviously that person isn't uplifting, and that person isn't helping you. But if you come away from that lunch and you feel light and happy and just exuberant, then that person is pushing out those positive vibes, and you should spend more time with that person. Goes without saying. It's what the cards are telling me. So, all right, this last card here represents the biggest lesson my Capricorn friends are likely to learn in the month of July. And we got another knight. So we've got the Knight of Coins. Right. When I see this card, I think of a person who has a goal, has a drive, and is going to get there because he or she knows that slow and steady wins the race. right? If you allow the energies of the universe to dictate how you're going to progress, then sometimes things will go fast, sometimes things will stop, things will go left, things will go right. But if you're marching to the beat of your own drum, if you're like the tortoise and the hare, if you're like the tortoise and you stay on that path and you make incremental advances every single day, you don't have to make huge strides, you don't have to take huge breaks, but you're always moving forward, then you're going to get to that finish line. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. So I think that's something to focus on this month. Yes, things may seem chaotic. Yes, things out there may try to stop you or slow you down. But if you can maintain your pace, if you can find that inner drum beat that you can march to, and not let anything affect your stride, then you're gonna get there. Absolutely, your dreams will come true. Your aspirations will come to fruition, and you'll feel like you accomplished something big because you're basically walking through a minefield. It's kind of the feeling that I'm getting now that we see all these cards. It seems like a very crazy, tumultuous time for a lot of Capricorns, and July is going to be more of it, maybe even like more of it. So I feel as though that you're being tested, Capricorn friends, and these tests aren't easy, but you have to realize that those who aren't tested aren't learning, they're not growing. So the more that you're tested, the more that you will grow, and I think there's more tests coming up in July. And the real lesson here is, are you going to allow these things to stop you, or are you going to keep pushing forward? And that's what you're being asked to do, is stay the course, use all your talents. You've got a lot of talents, Capricorn friends. You've got a lot of skills. So fall back on that, right? When things are crazy around you, fall back on your training, soldier. Okay. And one way you can do that is to be grateful, to show gratitude for all that you have. That's going to help you get past, that's going to help you elevate your vibration past the frequency of negativity by showing gratitude, by realizing how much abundance surrounds you and being appreciative for it. And also what you need to do is kind of let go of those negative emotions. I'm not saying you should ignore your negative emotions, okay? I'm saying that you should let go of them. Learn the lesson within them, take that lesson, extract that lesson, learn that lesson, discard that emotion. Don't let it get the best of you. Don't let these little downward spirals bring you down. It's so easy to just let a negative thought infiltrate your mind, and then you keep telling yourself that negative thought over and over and over, and then suddenly you feel emotional about it, and that emotion will help you to create a reality that you don't want. The people in your life, like I said, are going to be wearing their heart on their sleeve a little bit, and it's going to be up for you to decide whether that emotion that they're sharing is positive or negative. Okay, so use your discretion in that respect. Like I said, it's all based on feeling. If you feel a certain way after spending time with a person, really delve into that and see how you feel, and if you want to feel that way more or less. It's up to you. And the lesson here this month, Capricorn friends, is that don't let these outside influence affect you. Just keep going. Just move at your own pace. We all have our own different pace, and it's not a race. Even though I did mention the tortoise and the hare, it's not a race. You'll get there when you get there, but just keep moving forward and don't let the outside world affect you as much. Do your own thing. March to your own drum beat, right? All right. So before we go, I asked the crystal reading cards what crystal or healing message the crystals have for my Capricorn friends this July, and we got Prehenite, trust. We got a little piece of prehenite around here. So, well, we don't need to see it. The picture's good enough. Prehenite, okay. This is a crystal of clairvoyance, of seeing kind of the future, and not seeing the future, but trusting the future. Trusting that the future is going to be a future that you want to create. And I think, working with this crystal this month, if you have some, is a little bit harder to get your hands on, but it's possible, okay? There's plenty of places that sell it. Though you don't necessarily need to work with this crystal this month. I think what you really need to do is trust in the universe and trust in yourself. Trust that, any obstacles that are being handed to you are obstacles that you can handle. I mean, that's a big thing to understand, and that it does take trust in the universe, and realize that, though hardships may arise, though complications may come up, they're being placed on your path in order for you to learn from them, grow from them, and become a better person as a result of them. So it's a level of trust in the universe that a lot of us need to find to be able to understand that we're loved in every respect, every possible way. And these challenges are the ultimate form of love. We're being taught how to grow. So don't look at your challenges as setbacks or obstacles. Look at them as opportunities to grow and to learn, and you will grow and learn as a result. Okay, that is the reading for my Capricorn friends. I hope you guys got something out of that. Remember to leave me some feedback. Do you like the shuffling? Do you not like the shuffling? Let me know in the comment section. I would appreciate that. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video, if you got something out of it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put those in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all the videos I release. You don't want to miss out. And lastly, please check out my website if you haven't done so yet. It's lightofriga.com. That's going to be the place to look at crystals, book a personal reading with me, and check out the free daily readings on the homepage. Don't miss out on that. The link is in the description box below, lightofriga.com. All right, Capricorn friends, some challenges await you, but you got this. Just stay on your course, stay on your path, do what you know how to do, and you'll get to the end just fine. All right, so I want to wish you love and light, Capricorn friends. I want to thank you for watching this. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this. Happy taroting. Peace.